Yo guys, welcome to Ashton Fitness. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of doing different pull-up variations. Let's get straight into it. Doing progressively harder pull-up variations over time will force your muscles to get bigger and stronger to accommodate the new load that's being placed on them. This is known as progressive overload, and this is how bodybuilders get bigger in the gym. They progressively, slowly over time, increase the weights that they're using, and it's this increase in weight that stimulates new muscle growth and helps them get bigger. Of course, us calisthenics athletes are not using weights unless you're doing weighted calisthenics, so the way that we can achieve this with just our body weight is by doing progressively harder exercises over time. And when it comes to pull-up variations, you ideally want to aim to do harder and harder pull-up variations over time to increase your muscle growth. So if you're on normal pull-ups and you want to build more strength and size, then you could try progressing onto a harder pull-up variation like wide grip pull-ups, and they will put more load on your biceps and your back, and this will help to stimulate that extra muscle growth. And likewise, once you get comfortable with those, then you can progress onto another harder variation like L-sit pull-ups, and again, that will put your muscles under more load and help to encourage more muscle growth. Another benefit of doing different pull-up variations is the strength that you gain from doing them will translate really well into other calisthenics skills. Of course, it will translate very well into being able to do other harder pull-up variations in the future, but it will also translate into other skills like the muscle up, like the front lever, all these other calisthenic skills that rely on the strength of your back and your biceps and your core, because of course when you're doing pull-ups you're also using your core a lot as well. So all of it will feed into everything else, and the strength that you gain from doing them will translate really nicely into a lot of your other calisthenic skills as well. So you'll find that it will become easier to make progress overall by doing different pull-up variations. Pull-up variations are also really effective for breaking plateaus, especially when it comes to pull-up plateaus. I'm sure at some point you've experienced a pull-up plateau, maybe in terms of reps, maybe you were only ever able to get to 8 reps, and no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't get beyond 8 reps of pull-ups. Or maybe you were stuck at a certain pull-up progression and you couldn't progress onto the next one because it was too difficult. So doing different pull-up variations can really help to break those plateaus because they challenge your muscles in new ways, and because your muscles are being challenged in new ways, your body just adapts naturally over time. And especially if you're doing pull-up variations that are slightly harder than the one that you're on, again, that will help to build your strength and your size, and then that will help you to progress and break those plateaus. So you will be able to do more pull-ups once you start experimenting with different pull-up variations that are harder. Suddenly, the one that you were on before will become easier, and then you'll be able to do more reps of it. And likewise, you'll be able to progress onto harder pull-up variations because your muscles will now be bigger and stronger and better adapted to doing pull-ups through doing harder pull-up variations. Whenever I reach a plateau in my own training, or if I feel like I'm stagnating or I'm stuck, I always introduce new pull-up variations or new exercises in general into my training just to shock my muscles and to kick them into being like, whoa, okay, this is a new stimulus. We need to adapt ASAP and we need to get stronger to work with this. So I really like including new pull-up variations in my training when I do hit those walls because it helps me get over them. Lastly, doing different pull-up variations also has some very cool mental benefits as well. It helps you to strengthen your mind-muscle connection because, of course, as you're doing different pull-up variations, you're using your body in different ways, and therefore you're getting to know your body in different ways. You're getting to know what it responds well to, what it doesn't respond well to, how to maximize the contraction in your muscles. You're learning a lot about your body through doing different pull-up variations. So it really helps to strengthen that mind-muscle connection, helps you lock in, helps you get really within yourself, and then that again translates into all of your other calisthenic skills. So that's really good. And then the other main benefit of doing different pull-up variations is that it just helps you feel like you're actually making progress. Like sometimes it's really frustrating as a calisthenics athlete because you hit those plateaus and no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to break out of them. So introducing new pull-up variations into your routine is a really great way to quickly and effectively feel like you're making progress. You might not feel like it at the very start because whenever you introduce something new, it's always going to be quite difficult at the start. But as you slowly get better at it over time, you'll realize that you've actually unlocked a new progression, a new skill, a new pull-up variation that you're happy about. And then you can get that little dopamine hit. You'll be like, yes, I've actually achieved something, and that will keep you motivated. And that's really important, especially when it comes to calisthenics, because it's a long-term game. You are training for skills that take a long time to unlock and achieve. So Getting those small wins along the way really helps to keep you motivated and to keep you in the game so that you can stay on top of your training and unlock those skills that you've always wanted to unlock. So yeah, those are the benefits of doing different pull-up variations in a nutshell. If you do want to learn more pull-up variations, then I made a really great video years ago with loads of different pull-up variations ranked from easiest to hardest, so you know what you can progress onto next. So I highly recommend you check that out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep training hard, and I will see you in the next one.